What's going on, everybody? It's Pac-Man Jones with Savannah Seaport News, and real quick, I just want to provide an update for my last video about the stabbing that happened on the tobacco shop on East Congress Street. That's like off Abercorn, where they arrested 23-year-old Moshin Underwood on Thursday. They arrested him on Martin Avenue and charged him with aggravated assault, and there's probably will be some more charges will be pending. And actually, I went in the store, at least I think last weekend with my friend, just to see how it looked like. I wanted to get footage of it, but I don't think it was. I mean, that store is a real small store, and it's actually right next door to a parking garage. So I'm glad that they arrested this motherfucker. Now we're at 50 homicides so far this year. They arrested a 25-year-old man Wednesday morning for the fatal shooting of a man by the name of Joshua DeBerry. Now, usually I get my photos on Facebook, but they haven't posted the victim's face, so I don't have a face this time on the victim. But the killer was 25-year-old Tamarin Varner. He actually killed Joshua DeBerry Wednesday on the 400 block of East 49th Street. They found DeBerry suffering from a life-threatening gunshot wound outside of his house, and he was taken to Memorial, where he later died. Now Varner is also charged with another shooting that happened a day before, and that shooting took on East 39th Street between Paulson and Reynolds Streets on Tuesday around 9:30 in the morning. And they also responded to the 2200 block of Waters Avenue, where they found a 48-year-old male that was shot. He was transported to, I believe, Memorial with non-life-threatening injuries, so he survived that one. But you know, they caught this guy, and they believe why he killed the other guy for Wednesday's shooting is because of a business transaction gone wrong. My guess, drug deal or whatever. I mean, maybe one guy sold him something else, and I mean, I don't know the whole thing. I'm not even going to speculate on that. And yes, they actually got Varner. He's facing charges of criminal attempted murder for Tuesday's shooting of the 48-year-old man, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and also murder for Wednesday's crime. And I mean, he also had a past too. He has been caught with guns while being a felon, and you know, it's just, you know, the bullshit got to end real soon. I mean, and I was having this conversation with my pops, and it's just like these young black males just want to throw their life away for what? I mean, you trade your freedom away for a prison cell for the rest of your life. They ain't gonna never let you out. You know, it's stupid. You know, at some point we got to get to some type of way that we could settle our disputes, either non-violently, or if we do it violently, we got to put the guns down and put the hands up, because you know, killing somebody ain't shit, man. Now that's gonna sit on your conscience for the rest of your life while you in prison, and you know, whatever happens to you, man. I mean, this isn't the first time he shot someone. This is the second time he shot someone in 2 days. So I mean, I'm glad that they got this killer off the street. Now on Monday, we actually had an armed robbery that happened on East Victory Drive at the Wells Fargo. That's in the McAlphine Square. It has a Kroger, Big Lots. There's some few stores over there. It's on the east side. But anyway, police responded to the scene about 2 p.m. after a black male suspect between 5'5" and 5'6", entered the bank and demanded money and was threatening employees. And the employees complied with the suspect demands, and the suspect got away. I haven't seen any footage. Usually they'll leak some footage of suspect, but pretty soon I'm pretty sure there'll be an update for this case. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know. But I mean, I don't know how much he probably could have got away with. I mean, my guess, somewhere underneath 10 grand maybe, but ain't no telling what he got away with, really. They're not saying how much money that the bank lost in that robbery. They're not saying that, so I'm just speculating on that. But if there's any other updates, I'll let you guys know. Oh, and also last week on December the 15th, that was Thursday, 4 people was arrested by Savannah Narcotics team. That's the drug task force. They were arrested in Pooler. They arrested 4 people. They arrested 31-year-old Nathan Daniel Coughlin of Savannah. He was 31. 47-year-old Matthew Lee LaRoche of Pooler. 28-year-old Tanner Lee Nettles of Savannah. And 57-year-old James Clayton Swindler of Springfield. Man, they arrested them and got meth, marijuana, prescription pills, 2 loaded firearms, and 2 vehicles. They're arrested with numerous felonies, and they didn't say where the location of the bus was, but at the pictures, they didn't. At the looks of it, it didn't look like that much meth. It looked like, I guess, a gram of meth is what, $80, $60, whatever it is, somewhere in between that. I think that if it's real good, people will pay $100 for a gram. So it didn't look like that much meth, but the firearms, they're gonna catch a good case for that. So I'm not a attorney. I don't know how much time these guys gonna get for that shit, but they will be arraigned in a municipal court in Pooler. And also this week, Tuesday, a man by the name of Garnell Quarterman was sentenced to 20 years behind bars for an incident that happened in February 2014, where he led a Georgia State Patrol trooper on a high-speed chase down on Bay Street just before assaulting him and trying to steal his gun. He was sentenced to 20 years for aggravated assault on a peace officer. Like I said, this happened in 2014, and like I said, just to go back around on the 50th homicide, you guys throwing away your life away for what, 20 years, the rest of your life? Come on, man. Guys got to really get smart out here. You can't do that. I thought guys would know better when I did the case about Troy Davis. Hell, I thought guys would know better just about the whole Troy Davis incident. You assault any police officer, man, they gonna give you the book, man. Chatham County ain't playing about assaulting police officers, especially if you're in a car, or especially if you're trying to steal their weapon. Even if you try to hit a police officer while you are in a car, you're looking at least 15 years as well. And also, about this time of the year, Christmas is about 3 days away. Please, if you have a vehicle, don't put your stuff out in the open. Put it in the trunk. Or, usually how I do, if I got something that's really valuable, I just take it straight to the house. I don't even try to put it in my car or leave it there for a long period of time, But if you got to do your shopping, put it in the trunk, or if it's too small, put it underneath the seat, or, just keep it safe and keep your doors locked. And also, home invasions happen a lot around this time, so definitely keep your doors locked. And if you got your gun, keep a Glock. But nah, man. You just got a lot of bogus guys out here that just want to take other people's shit. They don't want to put no work in. There was actually 2 incidents that happened at the Oakthorpe Mall at the eyeglass store. I forget what's the name of that store, but you just got people that's really out here just want to steal, and whether they know they get caught or not, it's what you think you're gonna get away with. You might get away with a couple $100 worth of items at the most, but what is all worth, man? It's gonna put you out there as a criminal. You're gonna have a criminal record after it when you get caught, and it's just not worth it, man. But that's all for right now, guys. Oh, and also I do have a Twitter page. For sake of time, sometimes I go on my rants on some of my cases and some of my news that I talk about. If you guys want to hit me up on Twitter and talk about something that I talked about on one of my previous videos, feel free to hit me up on Twitter, man. I do respond to people on there. I also have a Facebook as well, so if you want to hit me up on Facebook, I'll have that link in the description box as well. But that's all for right now. It's Pac-Man Jones with Savannah Seaport News, and Merry Christmas.